Welcome back to our channel Immigration Quick Take. We hope you are doing great. Do you know the US immigration process is being slowed down by enormous backlogs? Even if their original petition were previously granted, millions of people are trapped waiting for years or even decades to get a green card. But we are receiving some good news about the storm. The US Congress is acting as a rescue worker and assisting to clear the backlogs. So today in this video, we will discuss the most recent changes to US immigration. So to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit the like, subscribe and don't forget to push the notification bell for upcoming episodes. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Well, the leaders of both parties have submitted several pieces of legislation, including one that would recover unused green cards to assist reunite families and decrease the backlog of green card applications. Even though their initial applications were granted, millions of individuals must wait for years or even decades before receiving a green card. In addition to the millions of individuals and their families who have been lawfully residing and earning in the US for many years thanks to sponsorship from US citizens and permanent residents of the US. Thousands of individuals who have been in the nation for many years are also here on similar visas. So recapturing and making accessible green card that were previously authorized but never distributed is one common idea to lessen the green card backlog. By doing this, the long backlogs would be cleared up without boosting yearly immigration numbers. While it isn't a good long-term answer to satisfy the nation's economic and demographic demands, Congress will eventually need to update antiquated laws and boost yearly immigration. Regaining green cards would at least slow down the backlog and give those families who have been waiting for relief. Legislation to reclaim green cards that have previously been lost due to failure to issue them has been filed by bipartisan leader in both chambers of Congress. A broad recapture window lasting nearly 30 years, including family and employment-based green cards, is proposed by several measures such as the US Citizenship Act as 348 and the Jump Start Act as R 7374. Now, to prevent the loss of green cards and future recapture requirements, they also suggest long-term changes to the carryover method. These bills also include additional measures that will further cut down on green card backlogs, such as categorizing dependent lawful permanent residents as immediate relatives and increasing the number of people who are exempt from the numerical limit if they pay a fee or have waited in line for many years. While the Jumpstart Act and US Citizenship Act's formula repair and backlog reduction measures would eventually prove to be the most successful in preventing further green card waste and dramatically lowering the backlogs for both employment and family-based green cards. Other suggested bills use more focused strategies that focus on particular groups and immigration avenues. For instance, the Preserving Employment Visa Act only aims to recover unused employment-based green cards from 2020 and 2021, when the administration's reaction to the COVID-19 outbreak severely restricted the immigration system. Despite restoring green cards dating back to 1992, the Healthcare Workforce Resiliency Act as 1024 only makes 40,000 visas accessible, with 25,000 going to doctors and 15,000 going to nurses. Act HR 3548 limit access to a variety of visas for applicants who were turned down from 2017 to 2021 complying with their pledge. Well, these more focused laws would undoubtedly have an influence on the particular group for whom they are intended, and they would offer a quick relief and remedies to urgent problems like the scarcity of healthcare professionals and the expiration of diversity visas. However, Congress would need to make sure that these targeted solutions are backed up by new legislation to address the underlying systematic issues that are harming families and causing the green card backlogs, or the same issue would reoccur. Relief Act S 3721 is a backlog reduction law that will increase yearly limitations on the number of green card granted for 5 years until backlogs are gone rather than recovered green cards. Although it wouldn't address the problem of future waste, this is the most straightforward approach to clear the backlog of green cards. While the necessity for effective green card recapture is greater than ever. Recapture of green card is a tried and true political tactic for cutting down on years-long wait periods, eliminating green card backlogs and reuniting families. Now, around 130,000 employment-based green cards that were authorized but never granted in 1999 and 2000 were reclaimed by the bill, which was passed by Congress in early 2000 with nearly universal support. So this opportunity was extended by 5 years by the Genuine ID Act of 2005, which also allowed for the recovery of an additional 50,000 employment-based green cards that were designated exclusively for nurses. By 2007, all of the reclaimed green cards had been distributed to those who had been on the wait list. Now, recapture language and a modification for the formula were included in the Build Back Better Act that the House approved, but neither the Senator nor the parliamentarian ever properly assessed the language. So to clear the backlog, leaders from both parties have now put out several stand-alone measures, but each one's scope and methodology are different. These laws all involve some sort of recapturing of squandered green cards. The Trump administration's policies, which severely curtailed immigration and contributed to the expanding backlog, as well as the fact that there have been more suggestions put out as the green card backlog have risen, have all helped to increase support in recent years. USCIS inability to issue tens of thousands of green cards that Congress had approved in 2021. The necessity to encourage immigrants' full involvement in the workforce is evident given the persistent labor shortage. Congressmen had begun to investigate the reasons why green cards were being wasted and possible solutions to the backlog. Speaking about the terrible effects of the green card backlog on families and young people, inspired members, as well as those who were personally touched to take action. Now, to clear the backlog of green card application and stop future waste, Congress should move swiftly to consider a legislation. There are other bipartisan suggestions before Congress's leaders, each having merits and subtle ties to be taken into account. Any of this idea would contribute to modernizing the nation's antiquated immigration system. Inaction, however, would simply result in a larger backlog and further jeopardize one of America's greatest competitive advantages. So now Congress should swiftly take up measures to eliminate the green card backlog and stop future waste to guarantee that immigrants may fully participate in labor and to keep families together. This is all in this video. So what's your thought on this? Let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information provided is useful to you. See you then in the next episode. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.